I got a bad result for a customer and they said they weren't paying. Part of the job involved rust removal. I let the customer know that I would be on this job all day and that the rust removal itself is hit or miss, but everything else would look much better. He understood and I got to work. After lots of hours of hard work, he left and couldn't do a walkthrough with me at the end. The next day he called me and said I hadn't done a good job and he wasn't going to pay me. I came back at the next opportunity, and the thing is, rust will clean, but it can leave the remaining area looking darker around it. I did the best I could and the customer did end up paying me. However, I never got business from him again. You're never going to win with every single job that you do. You can only do your best and keep showing up for the next one. As one of the largest commercial jobs we'd ever done up to that point, this one mistake ended up costing us $1,000 off the final invoice and roughly $19,000 more in what would have been future business. Cleaning a large 6-story building involved being careful around all alarms and electronics. Unfortunately, while I was cleaning the roof, one of my techs got water into the elevator panel. This caused the elevator to stop working and having several elderly folks stuck on their level until someone came to fix it. This is why it's important to be very careful around sensitive areas with water and taping off what you can, especially on big jobs. Interestingly enough, pressure is actually not the most important thing when it comes to pressure washing. Instead, it's done using a cleaning solution which has sodium hydrochloride in it, also known as bleach or chlorine. And you don't even use a pressure nozzle, you use something called an X-jet. So this allows you to switch between hard pressure, which can shoot for distance, and a wide spray. And it lets you do that on the fly. And actually is used by about half the industry. Using this combination, you can create a clean looking environment that will look clean and will stay looking clean. Just like this one right here. We got a huge power washing job to do a community wall, but we didn't have access to water. Thankfully, we were able to fill our truck with water already and use what we had. But because the job was very far away, it meant that if we ran out, we would have to go back to the shop to get more, come back, and that would be an additional 2 hours. To handle this, we had 2 solutions. You can get with the city and work out permissions to hook into the nearby fire hydrants and record the water usage with a meter, or 2, we could see if we could just get the job done using the water that we had because the wall wasn't super long. We opted to go with free. We drove around, entered the community, and got a nice resident to allow us to use his water if we slipped him 20. Just don't tell anybody we did that. Alright, so what is the bare bones pressure washing starting equipment list? So if you're going to start a pressure washing business tomorrow, what would you actually need? You probably want a minimum 4-gallon a minute pressure washer, which you could even temporarily rent, but I wouldn't go lower than 4 or you'll be on jobs too long. Make sure it comes with the tips, then get a high pressure hose. Normally 200 feet should be enough to get you started on residential. Then make sure you have a gun to shoot the water, a surface cleaner, a garden hose, and some bleach. Find yourself some friends and family to clean for, and you're off to the races.